My main theme is minorities and movements, and my topic is the hashtag MeToo campaign. So why did I choose this subject? I chose this subject because I think it's relevant today, and it shows us the magnitude of the problem about being sexual harassed, and it's something that's happening right now. And it also created a very big debate about equality and sexual harassment. So what is the Me Too campaign? The Me Too campaign is where people will go on Twitter and social medias and tweet hashtag Me Too, and then tell their story about being sexually harassed in order to show the magnitude of this problem, because it's something that has been a thing for a very long time, have been, underestimated how big a problem this is, and it's something where you're supposed to take action, but there hasn't been taken very much action in a very long time, because it's very difficult to prove that somebody has been sexually harassed. Who started the Me Too campaign? The Me Too campaign started in 2006, where Tarana Burke used the hashtag Me Too to tell her story about being sexually harassed. And she only did that for a local community. She never expected it would be a worldwide hashtag that nearly everyone being sexually harassed would use. But it first really caught on in 2017, where an actress used the hashtag MeToo after and to tell her story about being sexually harassed, just after a big Hollywood producer was exposed in over 40 cases about sexual harassment. This created a very big debate about gender equality and sexual harassment, and it also showed the magnitude of the problem, as it got tweeted. The Me Too hashtag was used over 500,000 times over one night. So, how is the Me Too campaign different from the civil rights movement? The civil rights movement was a movement in the late 1950s and through the 1960s, where people as Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks would be some of the main characters behind this movement. They were protesting against segregation and civil rights for Afro-Americans. They did that by protesting, demonstrating, and having long marches. The difference between the civil rights movement and the Me Too campaign is the technology and social medias were used mainly in the Me Too campaign. You didn't see that often that many people would stand with banners out on the street and protesting. No, it was something where you used the social medias and created a lot more awareness about the problem. And I would think it was very successfully executed and created a lot of awareness. So in conclusion, the Me Too campaign created a lot of awareness, and action were also taken, especially within the movie business, where some of the big actors was fired. Actors and producers were fired from the company as a result of having sexually harassed someone. But the Me Too campaign also has problems, as you often would call out the sexual harasser by name, and that could really destroy someone's reputation, their life. Their family might leave you, and stuff like that. So it really has its problem, as it's not a very discreet way to handle the problem, and you're not necessarily you don't need any proof to write it about it. It's very easy to fake this and to destroy another person's life completely. But not get me wrong, I'm not cheering for sexual harasser. I'm just stating the fact that it has its problems.